Hey, people. Cheers to you. Well, quite a bit is happening to share with you. Um, we'll start with the sad part and then move on to the fun part because I have a lot of excitement happening in my life right now, and I'm happy, and I love sharing it. But I had a feeling. Yeah, I got to report on some passings. The first one is last week. Robin Lumley of the band Brand X passed away. And I just recently interviewed Percy Jones from the band Brand X, and he talked about his friendship and also how they were probably getting cheated out of money. Um, so that was sad news. Sorry to hear the passing of Robin Lumley, and I can only hope in light of this that perhaps these guys that it sounds like have been crooks to Robin and Percy might see the light and maybe set the record straight regarding monies that have been made that haven't been reported. The accounting is what Percy was saying. He says there's been no accounting, so he doesn't know. Rest in peace, Robin Lumley. But I got the news last night, and I had a feeling that Curley Martin was not doing well. Hadn't heard from Curley for a while. The last time I personally tried to get a hold of Curley, I didn't receive a response. Just a quick note, trying to just check in on him. And then we get the news last night that he has passed away. Curley Martin was, for Nebraska, in my opinion, one of the giants, one of the people. He was just finally recognized this year with a Lifetime Achievement Award by the OEAs here in Omaha. He should be in the Nebraska Music Hall of Fame. I know he's in I'm pretty sure he's in the Black Music Hall of Fame, but he should be in both. He's Terrace Martin's dad. Terrace Martin from Dinner Party. Terrace Martin, who plays with everyone from Herbie Hancock, helped write and produce some of Kendrick Lamar's greatest tracks known so far. I just have this Dinner Party, which is beautiful. Curley was a handful. Let me just talk about him for a second, because he and I were friends, and he could be difficult. Curley is what we call old school. He is an old school type of musician who was brought up on Hard Knocks and really, earning your place on the bandstand. I can remember back being a small boy and him being like a teen over at the house, woodshedding and learning from my dad. As I've said before, my dad was a important local musical figure here for everyone, including people like Buddy Miles and all the big guys from Omaha. Everyone revered and understood and respected my dad because my dad was a handful. But I'm sad to lose Curley. We actually, I've played with Curley. I've recorded in the studio with Curley. Those tracks, to my knowledge, were never released. I've performed with Curley Martin several times. Played with Calvin Keys. Now, there's a recording somewhere of it, but I'll admit it that I was the weak chain in that link. My bass playing, they called a couple tunes I didn't know, and I sucked. But I played with Curley, besides that several times, and really like him. And I'm proud to say that I'm one of the people who got close enough to him that could get past he's got kind of a wall, and he's a hard external, and he could really talk you down like just and I'm glad to say that I'm one of the folks who knew how to deal with that and say, oh, come on, Curly, man. Because most people were intimidated totally by him. Great man. Rest in peace, Curly. He was a session drummer for Motown Records. How many people can say that, okay? That is tough stuff. Folks, I love the feedback on the music that I'm doing. Love the feedback on the RAF. That's a good tune. And thankfully yesterday our test pressings arrived. Now this is a new pressing plant that I know about. A new pressing. Never heard of these guys. Waxy Poodle. Isn't that a cool looking test pressing label? So anyway, when we were going out and trying to get this, on a list of pressing plants to get pressed, we couldn't even get on a waiting list with the main pressing plants because it's such a backup. So we found this, and so I didn't know what to think. Hadn't worked with them before. It's fantastic. They did a great job. These are going to be regular, not 180 gram. They don't need to be. As you folks who understand music know that the weight does not guarantee a good pressing. They're just really wonderful plates. This is regular. This is a really good cut. Super quiet vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and share it and drop it in here. Paul Murky, the guitarist and one true original member of RAF, came over yesterday when because they came to his house. I thought they were coming to mine, but they came to his, and he said, "This is too important. This means too much. I'm coming over with this. I don't play this without you first." So I made a little video of us dropping the needle for the first time and our excitement out. I'm going to put it in right about here. So I told Tim Cox, who's been in charge of communicating with the pressing plant. I said it's a go. So we did a one last final look at the graphics and stuff and found a mistake. It's so easy to happen, folks. So Tim caught that, and hopefully that's all. And so I'll know soon when to expect the record. It's very exciting though, and it sounds great. And yeah, that one song the whole album is good like that. It really is. You'll hear it soon. Okay, that's the exciting stuff that I want to share. Someone asked me, I'll try to answer some questions from comments. So that I do ambient music. I love psychedelic music and jazz and all kinds. And someone asked me, is it hard for me to switch? And the answer is not at all, because it's all music, and that's my approach to it. See, I lament folks who have to, what kind of music is it? What box do I put it in? I hate that. I use genres because terms are needed for people to understand shit. But music is music, and just like real life, we go through mood swings, we go through thought changes, all kinds of things, And music is the same. Here, listening to forever, listening to music at home. I don't listen to all punk one day and then all jazz one day and then all funk. I'll listen to whatever strikes my fancy at the moment. And with music, I can switch gears it's not a problem, because it's all a form of expression, a form of self-expression. I love it. No problem at all switching from ambient to punk or anything else. This was like this. Unfortunately, my copy is warped, so it doesn't play all the way. But I pulled this because while I was hanging with the band members that are in town, two of the four of us got together. Two of others are out of town right now. One lives out of town. Damn it. But after playing the record and just talking for a while, I put on some video while we're talking, and the new Killing Joke came on. Really liked the new Killing Joke song. This is the only thing I still have by them on vinyl. Well, I have a 12-inch. What's this for? Their first album? Is this the first album? Compared to where they went, this is real raw. But already very powerful and very cool. Very cool. That's the main stuff to share. because the rest of what I've been doing is music work. There is one other thing that I put on for a minute yesterday because I forgot I had it. Head Drillers, Cold Harbor Rocks, beats, hip-hop beats basically is what it is. This was kind of fun to listen to, and just so that it was cool. You know, I found myself just enjoying it rather than wanting to take it off. So, hello family. Sorry I missed you last weekend. Hopefully I'll catch you all this weekend. So rest in peace, Curley and Robin. Music is humming here in Omaha on my end. So, you know, I have to try to keep track. It's like, you know, well, I have to keep track of what's going on. It's nice. It's nice. Okay. That's the gist of what I want to share. And what's on my agenda today? Well, besides helping my neighbor Ray, he needs some help with his motorcycle. I don't have any recording sessions today, which is nice. Waiting to hear from Cubby and Blake when they want to do the next session of hopefully wrap. We had a good listening session yesterday. The album is really done. It's just like 3 or 4 couple little things that need to be changed and re-recorded. So I hope I have a good day. I hope you have a good day, good evening. I love, that's really sweet of you all saying hello from around the world. Hello everyone. And I send you much love. And I'll say it again. Oh, that's something I'll pop in my head because this is something I watched before I went to bed last night. Dr. Stephen Greer, who's been behind Disclosure and all that sort of stuff, watched a 2-hour interview with him last night, a recent one. And I'm not going to talk about beliefs because it doesn't matter what I believe. The way that he talks about the reasons why we don't get clear information about UAPs, UFOs, any of that, is exactly what I've thought, known all along, and have experienced in my own personal life here in Omaha dealing with government and stuff. It's the powers that be, it's the people who are in control of the infrastructure of multi-trillion dollars worldwide. That's not going to be fucked with. That's why there's no real social change in the world, because the status quo is not going to be changed. How sad that 3 billion plus people have to live in abject poverty so that 200 or 300 people, just that few, less than 1,000, can live in, you know, sinful luxury or anything they want they can have and do. And I've long suspected, and you know, he's been working on this for 30 years, so he said so many things that it sounded like I was talking. You know, he says, they'll kill you, you know, and they have, you know, the whoever they are, deep state, the folks who get all that black money, trillions and trillions of dollars, years after years, you know, you're not messing with their stuff, you'll be taken out. And so that was really interesting to watch. And like I said, I don't discuss beliefs with people because I don't have the information, and neither do y'all, you know, but it was very interesting. But it really lines up with what I know about the world, which is, you know, there's no meaningful social change coming. The status quo have a deep lock on the money and the power and the resources in the world, and that isn't going to change in my lifetime. So anyway, that's the last thing I want to share. But I'm excited. Music is flowing over here. Test pressing, I got RAF on vinyl. Let me go and edit this and put that little bit in so you can see Paul and I listening to it for the first time. It's kind of fun. Okay, have a good day, evening, whenever you see this.